Hey guys, Josh Carter here with One Objective Outdoors. In today's video, we're going over my top 10 list of some great Christmas ideas for that special someone in your life. So stay tuned. Alright guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, we're going to be going over my top 10 gift ideas for that special person in your life that loves being outdoors on the water, you know, whether it be fishing or just kayaking or you know, like I say, just being outdoors in general. So I got a good little list of a few things here that I think would help you out. And a lot of these are not in the crazy price range. We got a couple things that are a little expensive, just depends on what your budget is for Christmas. But a lot of things too are in that more affordable area where you can get them this and that and a few things that go along with it. So, but let's go ahead and dive into this. That way you guys can go ahead and see what we got and you can start getting a jump on that Christmas shopping. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into this. My number one gift idea, and this is perfect for people that are just enjoying getting out there kayaking, or they're just, you know, they're fishing, whatever, in a kayak, and especially if it's got like any kind of track work on it. If it don't, we have the means to get you track work as well for your kayak that we have on our website. But this is just a super cool feature for anybody to have on their kayak or boat in general. So this is the Kayak Cup. I don't have the T-bolt in here. It normally has a T-bolt, and what it is, it just slides right on your track. You tighten it down. You can put your big cup in here. It's good size cup. It's a good sturdy cup holder too as well. And like I say, you can take it on and off your kayak. I've seen some people actually put like track work on some of their coolers, and they'll put this on there. So like even if you're using a cooler, you're bank fishing or anything like that, and you want to put track work on there and put this on, hold your drinks, anything like that. But what we did is we went ahead and added a little feature to it, and it's this right here. So we call this the Kayak Cup Caddy. So basically what you do is when you get it, you take these 4 screws out. This will come up on the bottom, this comes on the top, and I'll just slide it through, kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. But anyways, you can, well, I can't slide a whipper, but anyways, that's basically what it's going to look like, but it's going to be up top here. And it gives you the ability to put your pliers in there, scissors in there. It's actually got a couple bigger holes on here where you can hook like a tether for like your paddle tether or your phone tether, or you know, whatever you want to put on there. And then it also has smaller holes, say if you want to hang baits or whatever you might want to hang on there. So it just basically is sprucing up the cup and making the cup even more universal, where you maximizing more room on your kayak, because that's what we're always trying to do. We're trying to add things on there to add more to our kayak, but have a little more organized space. So this is pretty cheap. It's $38 regular price for the cup and the caddy. If you already got the caddy, you can just, if you already got the cup, I'm sorry, you can just buy the caddy. But right now we got it on sale on oneobjectivebf.com for $30. So you can buy this whole kit right here for 30 bucks. And it's just, like I said, simple little gift. Makes organizing a little bit easier on your kayak. And if you got any kind of track work on your kayak, that will work. And if you don't, we sell the track work as well on there. You can order that, and you can order just a small little track piece, Kayak track piece, and it'll, you know, you can put it anywhere on your kayak that you want to. Next up is the Hobie bucket organizer. This just makes life a lot easier. If you got the Hobie PA 12, 14, or if you got the Outback, you can buy the recessed bucket that goes in there, and this helps divide it up. So it's got hangers on it where you can hang spinner baits, crank baits. It's also got the divider, so if you want to kind of divide up some of your soft plastics, or have one divider where, you know, just putting your phone, or well, however you want to do it. And then we also have the option to sell another divider as well with it. So if you want, you get I think it's 3 dividers with it. So if you want an extra divider, it ain't much more. You can add an extra divider to it. But the bucket organizer is $34.99. Like I say, if you go on oneobjectivebf.com, we got a lot of pretty much everything we got on our website. Tackle, any of our mounts, any of our accessories, Yak Attack accessories, all that is all on sale right now, anywhere between 10 to 20% depending on what you're getting. So make sure you check out the Hobie bucket organizer. It's a great gift idea. They'll thank you later, I promise you, because it just makes life a lot easier on the water. All right, number 3 is going to be for safety purposes. You know, being out on the water, being on a kayak, being on a bass boat, just being comfortable sometimes could be a struggle, especially in a kayak. with certain life vests. NRS has some really great kayaking life vests that I wear a lot. But also just trying to have something where you don't feel big and bulky if you don't like that feeling, you know. So Mustang has a great life vest. We use these a lot in the bass boats. I actually wear these all the time when I'm fishing like any of the Hobie or bass events too, and the kayak stuff. It's the impact stuff. So like if it's raining on you, it's not gonna just blow up like some of the other ones where they got like a moisture tab in them, and if it gets any kind of moisture in it, it'll blow up. Like I've had some of the older style Bass Pro Shops, Onyx ones and all that, and just left it sitting in my boat before, and the humidity and all that will get them and it'll blow them up. So I've waded in rivers with these, and until you like slip and fall and it's submerged underwater for a long period of time, you know, I say long period of time, several seconds will it go off. But if you just slip and fall and you get right back up, it hasn't gone off on us. So, but I highly recommend these. You can go on Mustang's website right now. They got a sale going on. I don't think it's for, they actually do have some of these on sale right now, but you can get these for $274 to $219 right now. I think the sale price on these is $219. They're the red ones that are on sale, but super comfy. Got a nice back to them. One buckle here, and what's great about it is, like, you know, state of Virginia, your kids have to be 13 years. I mean, over 13 years old to not have to wear a life vest. So, you know, sometimes it can be very aggravating if you're just riding around fishing in a bass boat or whatever, or they got them in the kayak and they don't want that big bulky thing when they're trying to paddle. They make these for kids as well. And this one I think is 90 pounds and up. So like for my son, for instance, you know, he was a bigger boy, so he was able to wear something like this and not, you know, suffocate during the summertime fishing. So it's a little pricey, I understand that, but it's a great gift idea. It's a great safety gift idea. My dad, he wears one all the time. My dad's older, and, you know, he just gets a little nervous fishing by himself if he falls off a boat or whatever. He always wears his life vest all day long. So if something happens, you know, he can get back up in the boat and not worry about, you know, something very bad happening. Next is the Kayak Attack Rod Holders. They have several different styles of rod holders that can meet your needs and basically how you're setting your kayak and all that. They got the Zuka tubes, they got the AR tube, and they got the regular Mega Pro. I love the Zuka tube, also like the AR tube. The Omega Pro is really nice. I like that one if you're using a little bit bigger reel. Like if you're catfishing, you want to have some rods on the sides that you can have that little bit bigger reel on there. But the Zuka tube, AR tube, all that works really great with like your spinning rods and a lot of your longer butt rods for, like, you know, bass fishing and all that stuff. So those are on sale right now as well. But like I say, they got all kinds of different style rod holders to meet your needs when you're out on the water, or however you're going to put your rod holder or any of that stuff. So make sure you go check that out. You can check that out. I have a link. I'm going to have a link to basically everything that's in this video at the bottom. Some of it's to our website, some of it's to other websites that carry this stuff, because some stuff we don't carry as well. But anyways, you'll be able to check all this out at the end of the video in the link in the description below. So, but like I say, make sure you check out the rod holders. Very nice, very well built, and I just like how easy they are to work and take on and off. Like if you are one of the people that don't really trailer your kayak and you have to car top it, or you got to break it all down, all of the features that Kayak Attack has makes it super easy to tear your kayak down, put it all in a little box you want in the back of your car, and then, you know, you can still leave the base on there. So when you're done, you can take the top part of your rod holders. When you're ready to go back on the water, you can take everything out the box and click it all back where you had everything. So it's super easy to break everything down on the kayak with a lot of the Kayak Attack products. Next on my list is going to be the Kayak Cushion. Now this doesn't seem like a major deal, but for you guys that are spending hours and hours in a kayak, or even driving down the road, if you're going on your next fishing trip to Texas or whatever that drive may be, you know, you got several hours in the car and you want a little bit extra butt support, the Kayak Cushion is phenomenal for that. It just makes that time on the water a little bit easier, a little more comfy. And then also you can they got some for your back. He's got several different options for you. You can get them custom made if you want, with your logo or whatever on there. We got them here with the One Objective logo, so, you know, you can go check it out there. But we use these all the time for a back or a butt or whatever. You know, I actually take mine with me when I'm going to sit in a tree stand, and it's just a super comfy gel pad. So make sure you check out this. This is one option that you know, people sitting on that seat, they're thinking about you. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, such and such got me this for Christmas, and it's super nice. So, but make sure you go check those out. They're $49.99. It's not something that's going to break the bank, but it's super comfy and just makes life a little more enjoyable when you're out on that water or a tree stand or that long drive down the road. All right, next let's get into some baits. This is a technique that's really growing. It's taking the world by storm, really. A lot of guys have been doing this for many years, but it's really gained popularity in the last several years, especially during the COVID time, and like baits were flying off shelf. You couldn't even get them, and people were paying insane amount of money for these baits. I mean, some of these baits can get up to about $1,500. On the average, I'm seeing anywhere between $250 to $350, but there's also a lot of other baits that do just as well, that are a lot cheaper compared to what some of these others are. I mean, I'm not saying these cheaper ones are any better. I'm not saying the ones that cost more money are even better. It just depends on the builder, how much time he's got into painting and designing and all that stuff. So, but I want to share two of them with you that are in a good price range for the average person that's just trying to get into glide bait fishing. And, you know, just like I say, it's not going to break the bank, and you're not going to be terrified and have to go hire a scuba diver if you lose one of these baits. So, but let's dig into it. One is the Bigs, and they got several different ones. They got the Denali. I think that was the B1, I think it is. I can't remember all his different styles, but you can go in there and check them out at bigs.com. Bigs Custom Baits, I think is what it is, .com. And then also the Spro Chad. This one came out, I think it was earlier this year. They actually had an iCast, but then it released a little bit earlier this year, mid-year, something like that. So got several different colors. I mean, I've used them both. They both got great action. I mean, they look phenomenal. They always look like a fish should eat it right away. I mean, they look realistic coming through the water. There's a lot to, you know, learning how to throw them and rod setups and all that stuff, but you don't have to have crazy equipment to throw these baits. So that's one thing I like about them. These price ranges are anywhere between $70 to $100. Actually, I say the Chad is $60, and the Bigs are ranging anywhere from $70 to $100. So right now, I think he's got some on sale, but he does a release every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But you got to be ready. You know, when he releases those baits, you need to be on there and try to get you one if this is something you want to get for that special person for the holidays. So the Chad, you can about find them anywhere right now online. Tackle Warehouse, Dugout Bait and Tackle's got them. There's several places that's got the Chad. Also, one I didn't add to this is you got 6 Cents, which you can go on our website at oneobjectivebf.com. Check out. We got several of the 6 Cents glide baits as well. So, but they don't break the bank as well. But these are two that just stick out and that I've really tested a lot and have done really good. So, make sure you go check those out as well. All right, let's get into some rod and reels. We have been switching over to Shimano. We used to use Abu Garcia all the time. We used to use Falcon rods. I still use Falcon rods. I still use Abu Garcia, but I'm slowly making that switch over to Shimano and their rod and reels. Also, a lot of the G Loomis stuff. But I have really liked the Shimano series so far since I switched over. And one of the reels that I really like to use, especially around like Smith Mountain Lake, where we do a lot of drop shot and a lot of finesse fishing, and also it's just a technique that's starting to take everything by storm as well, is smaller baits. You know, a lot of finesse stuff, a lot of finesse crankbaits, a lot of finesse topwaters, your finesse Texas rig stuff. So, and the best thing for that Shimano come out with is the Corrado BFS. And this reel right here is just super light. You can put really light line on it. It's got a drag system, kind of like a spinner reel with the clicking and all. It's like a really light drag system. So you can put anywhere between 6, 8, 10 pound test on here and cast it really well. It's just a phenomenal smooth reel. I like the Corrado stuff. It's so far of using it. I bought some newer Abu Garcia stuff, and it does well. It does really well. I'm not here to bash Abu Garcia. I'm just saying, like, over the past year of having a new Shimano and having a new Abu Garcia in the same price range, it seems like the Shimano I don't have a lot more sound out of it or roughness out of it, and where the Abu Garcias, I feel like I had to clean them. I fish a lot too, so I feel like I had to clean them every couple months, to keep them smooth and keep them old and all that stuff. Where the Shimano's so far, you know, right now I'm going on a year and haven't touched it yet. So, which I will be cleaning them all this winter. So, but for the price, I mean, they're a little more pricey, but for the quality you're getting out of it and what you can do with these reels, it's just they're super fun reel to have. They're a super fun setup, especially if you're getting like your kids wanting to fish and you're wanting to get them out there on some drop shot stuff or some topwater stuff or Texas rig stuff where you can get a lot more bites and that finesse style stuff. This is an awesome setup. Now these are, right now you can find them online. You might be able to find them a little bit cheaper somewhere else, but it's been $209 is what these have been running. But I mean, like Tackle Warehouse and all of them, sometimes will have sales and all that. I don't know if any of these are included in any of these sales. I'm just saying it's Black Friday coming up. Make sure you go check out all the different tackle stores and tackle websites and all that to see if we don't carry these reels, but I love them. Great reels, and it just fits perfect in the palm of your hand. It's not a super big reel. It's not a heavy reel. And it's just very well built. So make sure you go check out the Shimano Corrado BFS. Next I have is the Shimano X rod. Now this is my jerkbait rod, and we got this and we have the frogging rods, and they have just been like a phenomenal rod. I really like them for the price. I mean, you can get to some of these rods that get to $300 and $400 in the G Luma series, which they are nice rods, but for jerkbait fishing, I wanted a really nice rod that had that was really sensitive, because sometimes when you're jerking these jerkbaits down and you get a little bit of slack in your line, unless you're really paying attention, sometimes it's hard to detect when you got that bite at first. So the Shimano X rod, it's a light rod. It's well built. I mean, I just love the setup. It's got a nice, smooth, sleek look to it. The Shimano Corrados fit really well to it. And I mean, you're looking at the price range for this rod is about $279. Every once in a while you can find a couple deals at tackle stores. You know, if you might be able to work with them a little bit and get you a little bit cheaper price on them. I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm just saying. And sometimes they'll have last year's Shimano's left over or whatever. Like the older ones have like the more of the cork handle down through, or base all the way down. So they're still a great rod. They just changed the design up and put this just a different butt section on here. So, but like I say, make sure you check out all the Shimano X rods. And if you don't know what action to get, whoever's you want to get a rod for, you can't go wrong with medium heavy when you're buying like a casting rod. If you go into your spinning reel rods, anywhere between a medium to a medium heavy, because you can go a little bit of everything with them. A medium is, you can get into shaky head and all that stuff with it. So you can get into your specialty rods as well, where you got your drop shot rods and all. But if you want to just stay simple and get them a nice rod for them to, have out there fishing, they're going to love you forever, I promise you. Is make sure you check out the Shimano X rod and get it in like a medium heavy and a casting, and like I say, a medium heavy to a medium action in a spinning rod. Alright, next product is going to be kayak motor mounts. This is something that has been growing big time in the kayak industry, is rigging kayaks with motors. If you got a pedal drive, or you can only paddle and you want to be able to get to your fishing spot without using a lot of energy, or you're in a rush to get there, say you're in a tournament situation, you got to try to beat somebody there quickly. It's so many different factors why you would need a motor on a kayak. And we give you the options to rig your kayak from bow to stern. Some kayaks you can put motors on, some you can put on most of them, but some of them support it better than others. I mean, we get a lot of calls about, hey, will such and such kayak hold a motor? Some of them, no. I tell them honestly, no, it's not a good idea to put a motor on that. You need to go to a little bit bigger kayak or a little bit better kayak to do that, just because you don't want to tear nothing up or flip your kayak and lose a lot of stuff. So but a lot of our kayak mounts range anywhere from between $100 to $159, depending on what you're getting, which brand you're getting it for. And like I say, bow, stern, we got them where it's flat plates where you can just mount power poles on them. We got them where you can mount torpedoes or NKs. And we also have some that already got built-in transom, so you can mount like one of those cheap $100 trolling motors from Walmart. It makes it super easy just to clamp it right on, and you can go on out on the water and at a very tight budget, not spend a lot of money, and you can be on the water with your kayak and a motor and just enjoy the day out there with the family. So make sure you check out all of our motor mounts as well on oneobjectivebf.com. Like I said, I'm going to have a link below for everything on there. So, All right, the last item I have on the list is for anybody that loves being outdoors. Whether you're a fisherman, you love to hunt, whether you love just going out there and cruising around on your pontoon boat on the lake, just driving down the road, whatever. If you're outdoors, these are some great items to have. Right now they're running a Black Friday sale as well, but is Waterland eyewear. They got all kinds of different eyewear for you, from different lenses to different frames to fit your heads. I'm a big head. I know I gotta try on different glasses to make sure they work right. I'm a big fan of their bed fishers. They got the Millikens. They got all kinds of different frames on there, and they got all kinds of different lenses to fit the day, whether it's a cloudy day or you're bed fishing and it's super bright and sunny. You know, just all kinds of different things, different lenses that will fit your needs that you may have out on the water, or driving, or hunting, or whatever it may be. Also, while you're there, make sure you go check out all their apparel. The one thing I really like that they got is the Fish Shield Pro hoodie. This thing is super nice. It's got a nice little mask here for covering your face up if it's super cold, but it's also got holes in it, makes it breathable. So when you got your sunglasses on and you're trying to fish, it's not fogging up your glasses because you can actually breathe out of this. It's all got that fleece feel inside, and also really great pockets in the front here, like a regular hoodie, but they zip up, really nice zippers. This is super warm. My wife's got one. She loves it. And nice little hood with it. It's just a phenomenal hoodie. You can get these for right at 70 bucks. So make sure you click the link. We'll have a link that saves you 15%. But also with their Black Friday sale they got going on, I think you might be able to save a little bit more. I don't think you can use 2 codes. So just, but I think that, you know, you can save yourselves on the Black Friday sale. And if not, make sure you put in when you click that link, it automatically give you that 15%. But like I say, I'm not sure if it works with the Black Friday stuff on top of that. So if you had, I don't know about that. So you just had to check on that. But other than that, guys, that is everything that I think would be perfect for that special person that's going to be outdoors, like say hunting, fishing, out boating around, out driving around, whatever it may be. If you're outdoors, a lot of these gifts I think could fit into someone's needs. So some of them are a little pricey. It depends on your budget that you have for Christmas. But I tried to get some that are in more of that price range for you to be able to get them 1 or 2 gifts, you know. So, but just make sure you go check out the links below. We're going to have a link to every product we got here. And then also we might have, I'll have the Waterland link to go ahead and save yourself 15% there as well. So other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below maybe another item that you thought would be a perfect, you know, item to add to this list. That way, if anybody's watching the video, want to go down and check the comments, they can see that as well. So, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Guys, we will talk to you later. I hope you guys have a nice and safe Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy all the time with your friends and family. And then if we don't talk to you before then, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. See ya.